Gris, the antique dealer, was holding a beautiful golden egg in his hand. Suddenly, the golden egg's 6 tentacles stabbed into Gris' hand. Gris' hand was stabbed with blood. But the next day, Gris realized that he was younger. How could this little golden egg have such amazing power? Hundreds of years ago, a great alchemist refined this little golden egg. He named it Devil's Silver Claw. With the power of the Devil's Silver Claw, the alchemist lived to be 400 years old. The alchemist's body was found after a massive earthquake. The Devil's Silver Claw disappeared for centuries. Today, a customer comes into Gris' antique store. The customer lingered for a long time in front of a statue. Gris looked at it and realized that it was just a broken statue. Many cockroaches crawled out of the statue. Gris studied the statue carefully. A mysterious package was taken out from the base of the statue. After opening the package, Gris discovered the centuries-old Devil's Silver Claw. A terminally ill wealthy merchant, Gardea, had been searching for clues to the Devil's Silver Claw. Gardea's nephew, Moses, came into Gris' antique store and bought the statue. Gris was studying the claws with his young granddaughter, Gris. The next thing you know, Gris is stabbed in the hand by a silver claw. While dressing the wound, his wife pulled a splinter out of Gris' hand. In the evening, Gris felt hot, so he drank a lot of water. Gris salivated over the raw meat in the refrigerator. Suddenly, Gris felt an itch on his hand. The only way to make Gris feel better was to let the Devil's Silver Claw irritate his hand again. The next day, Gris found the antique store had been broken into. The antique store had been ransacked and disorganized. He followed the address left on the note. Gris found the merchant, Gardea. Gardea told Gris that to use the Devil's Silver Claw, he had to take blood to keep you young, and all Gris left with Gardea were 2 messy locks. Having mastered the secret of the Devil's Silver Claw, Gris began to use it again and again. His wife was very happy with the younger Gris. At the party, Gris got excited when he saw a man with a nosebleed. Gris followed the man with a nosebleed to the bathroom. When he saw the blood on the floor, Gris licked it up. Gris was kicked unconscious by a man. Moses kidnapped Gris to the edge of a cliff. Moses was very happy to hear Gris tell the secret of the Devil's Silver Claw, because Moses had always wanted to inherit his uncle's fortune. Moses faked an accident and pushed Gris off the cliff. When he came back, Moses was severely beaten by Gardea. Moses kept explaining that Gris had died in the faked accident. Gardea told Moses that if you hadn't stabbed Gris in the heart, he would have come back to life. Unsure, Moses was able to go to the crematorium and watch Gris' cremation. But that very night, Gris had already come back to life. When he returned home, Gris realized that he was afraid of the sun. In order to unlock the secret of the Silver Claw, Gris took Gris to find Gardea again, but with the claws in his possession. Gardea attacked Gris just as Gardea was about to plunge his dagger into Gris' heart. Gris killed Gardea from behind. Moses was overjoyed when he realized that his uncle Gardea was dead. With no way out, Gris jumped off the roof with Moses in his arms. Gris resurrected his grandfather Gris with the Devil's Silver Claw. At the end of this story, Gris smashed the Silver Claw with a stone. Not wanting to be a vampire, Gris lay in bed waiting to die.